defense, and you got tight end wheel routes, running back running drags, opened up a little bit more Saturday. Is that kind of the case that you guys are starting to maybe expand it a little bit more?
Yeah, definitely. I think that, overall I feel like, offense played a really good game, and, I love the scheme going into it, and, just definitely expand a little bit more. Not that we weren't holding anything back before, but just that, there's just opportunities to kind of spread the ball out a little bit more and expand the field. So, yeah.
What was it? Was it just their style of defense that made you so optimistic about the plan? I guess the man coverage and the matchups. Was that basically it?
Just made me feel good about it. You said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were confident going in.
Yeah. I felt confident going into it, and I think just the game plan that we had and the style of defense that they ran. Obviously, I feel confident going into every game. So. I don't think you can go into a game not feeling confident because it's just there's not a lot of good that's going to come out of that. So, but yeah, I think we felt confident going into the game, and
I think you completed about 10 passes in a row at one point. Are you aware during the game that you're kind of in a little bit of a groove, or why do you think you got in such a groove there?
Yeah, honestly, I did not know that. I don't know. I just, felt like we were rolling, and we're playing great. Offense is playing great. We really are. We're 3 plays away from being 4-4 this year. If you really take a step back and look at it, and there's 3 plays away, and it's a whole different narrative that we're writing. So, I don't really, I just I felt in the groove, and I think we all kind of did. We felt great playing the whole game, until the very end. So, just gotta, find a way to finish.
Is that more frustrating knowing you're that close, or does it give you comfort, or what does that make you feel knowing that you're that close?
Both. It's confident knowing that we can march up and down the field, and it's frustrating knowing that we did all we could until the very end, and just kind of look back on it and you're like, what? So but I think we did all that we could in that game, and it's frustrating. I hate losing. There's nothing sweet about that. So obviously frustrating to lose a game like that.
Obviously, everybody on the team looks up to you. How do you treat practice today? How do you come out here and make sure that everybody's dialed in for these next 8 games?
Yeah. Keep dialed in on who we're playing this week. And it's a season of one. It's a season of one, and we're focused on this week and the game we're playing this week, and that's it. We're flushing what's happened, not focused on what's next week, 3 weeks from now, 5 weeks from now. We're focused on this week and come out and be excited to play. I think just it goes back to kind of what we got to say every week is, you work all freaking year to be able to play a football game, and we get to go play this week. So let's be excited for that, and just find ways to have joy in everything, and just find joy in every moment, and just be excited to go out and practice.
How many games did y'all lose during your high school career total?
None.
That's right. So how many games have you lost in your life?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm
just curious, what is it like when you haven't experienced that sort of dealing with it and sort of managing sort of the uncomfortable feeling of that for the first time?
Yeah, I've definitely lost games in my life. I think growing up youngest of 4 has definitely helped with that. So, I hate to lose, which is kind of all I did growing up. It's just, so I definitely know what it feels like. But I think, knowing what winning feels like, you know how it should look. You know what it should look like coming back after a win. You come back with energy. You come back with joy and appreciation and a want to go do it again. So whenever you do lose, you got to remember what that feeling was coming after a win and go chase that again and go chase that win again. You can't just be lingering in what happened in the past. You want to go chase that feeling of getting a win again. So that's what we're chasing this week.
Last year you were kind of an obscurity because you were a backup and you're not coming in here, and this year your platform is much bigger. You're a figurehead and you're having to talk to us Goobers twice a week. What is that like for you, just with the elevated platform and figurehead type of role that you're do?
Yeah, I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful that, I don't have to hold in my thoughts. What I'm saying now and what I ever say in these type of things, it's really what's on my mind. I'm not ever trying to say one thing just to say it or hold anything back. I'm always saying what I'm truly feeling, in my heart. So, I'm thankful for it, and I think that, I'm thankful that, I think that this might be the best thing that could ever happen for us, and happen for me. And I think that we have a really freaking good football team. I really do. We have a very good football team, and it's just kind of unfortunate. We're just three plays away from being 4-0, and it just, you just really just wish you could just have one of those plays back. And but more than anything, I'm just so proud of the way that we played on Saturday. We didn't, we never quit. We never stopped believing for a second. Just freaking got after it from the very start, and just gotta find a way to win it. It's really what it comes down to.
Have you learned anything new about yourself as a leader over the last month or so?
I really just how much, people look up to the leaders on the team. I remember, Tosh says it all the time, like 90% of people would call themselves a leader, 90% of people would call themselves a leader, but 100% of people are looking for somebody else, for somebody to follow. I think that's how he says it. So everybody's looking for somebody to look up to. And at some point, you just got to be that guy that steps up and takes control. And I thought we did a great job of that last week. And just the whole week of preparation and just keep climbing. You look at every game, we're just getting better. If you're really truly watching our games and not looking at the summary of the game and the stat line, you're just actually watching the game. We're just getting better every single week, and it's fun to see. It's fun to see. So
I think you said this could be the best thing for us. What do you think you're getting out of this experience that will be better for you guys having gone through it?
Just appreciation of how much we truly need each other. Winning is hard. Every play matters. You can't take a play off. You can't overthink a play. You just got to go play, and every play truly matters. And it's the little things. It really is. And just guys waking up. We have a very young team, and that's not an excuse. That's exciting. That's very exciting. That we have a very young team that isn't content with where we are. They are wanting to. They know the expectation around here, and every year we walk into this thing, we're looking to be at the top of the hill, and that's the expectation around here, and that's going to continue to be. And I think that's what we're learning is, let's keep going.
Any questions for Cade from Zoom? Anybody else in the room?
You ever been to New York?
To New York? New York City?
Yeah, just New York in general.
I have, yes, sir.
Yes, so about Syracuse, you never played in that dome.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, I have not. But I've been up to New York a few times. Yeah.
Your brother?
Yep. Yes, sir. My older brother played at Yale and played Columbia 2 times. I think I've actually been 3 or 4 times. My brother played Columbia and then Fordham. Of course, that was a game my sister always wanted to go to, so she'd go to New York City. But yeah, I've been up there, but I've not been to Syracuse. So.
You've obviously seen the dome on TV.
Yep. Yeah.
Has anybody told you about it, like what to kind of expect, or do you have an idea in your mind what it's going to be like?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard it's a great atmosphere. I've heard it's a great atmosphere and it's loud and, they pack it in and, just like we would. And but I heard it's going to be a great atmosphere and it's a cool place to play. And I've heard it's one of a kind. It's a cool place, so I'm excited. Yeah.
Because you talk.
Like I said, what do you make of their defense, sort of the schematics of it?
Yeah, they've got a lot of good playmakers. Definitely going to be, a great team that, always, they're always a great challenge for Clemson. And I think every team is. I think every team, every time that they get to play us, it's a big game, and kind of we have to turn around and say it is too. And but definitely a great defense, great offense, and schematically it's gonna be a good game. So
You talked about this being a young team and knowing the expectation of wanting to be at the top of the hill. What have you seen from your teammates, the younger guys like Tyler Brown, Adam Randall, all those guys? Like, how have they responded to show you that's what they want? That's the expectation.
Being up here for 5 hours on Sunday yesterday, guys getting in the weight room, running, film. They're not just crap and they're just expecting for something else to happen. I mean, they're responding. They're getting back in this facility on days that we don't have to be and wanting to respond. So that's what I've seen. It's a hunger. Yeah.
Anybody else? All right. Thanks, Cade.